In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I dispute commercial credit, yes, business credit, with Duns& and Bradstreet. So stick around.
Okay, so once you've logged into Duns, the first thing that you're going to see are your apps. And what you're going to do is click on Duns Manager, okay? Now, this is going to show your account info. So I'm going to scroll down, click accept. And so it's going to take you to your Duns Manager. So on the left side of your screen, it's going to say company data, get started, company profile, and all the listings below. So under Duns Manager, when we click on number 4, which is trade payments, that's where we want to be in order to see the accounts that we are going to be disputing and see like what's going on there. So let's go ahead and click on 4, so which is trade payments. So under trade payments, it's going to tell you any positive accounts, any negative accounts, everything is going to be here. So as you can see, typical business credit report, it's not showing you like the names of the accounts and the account numbers and things like that. It's very hard to sometimes find commercial credit reportings that will show you, just like if this is Verizon, say Verizon, no, it will say telecommunications. And as you can see with Duns, it just lists them as experience numbers 1 2 through 6. So pretty much when it comes to your commercial credit, you're going to need to keep up with what you have, like any lines of credit that you have going, your trade lines, your credit cards. You're going to have to know what you have, and more importantly, what the limits are, so that if anything ever comes down to it and you need to look at your commercial credit report, you're going to know what you're looking at when you see. You'll know like what your limits are, and you'll know your information. Some people don't know their information, and so when you see this report and it says, you know unsatisfactory payment status, high credit 20,000, now owes 20,000. You're like, what account is this? So what you can do with Duns is simple. You can click here to initiate an online dispute with Duns, or, which I will say, it Duns, they work with you pretty good when it comes to getting you deletions and things of that nature, or correcting things that are wrong on your credit report. Also, Duns is really good about just getting with you over the phone, going over what your discrepancies are or what your issues are, and just kind of helping you over the phone. So I've done it both ways. So you choose which way you want to do it. Now, if you have something that's a little bit more complex, like if you have something simple like, I don't know, payment history, or if they're not reporting your credit limit right, this is a good, tool to use that Duns has to initiate the investigation. But if you have something complex, like something that's in collections or something that has been charged off, you are going to want to actually sit down and do an actual dispute letter to tell them what and why you are disputing and all of the above. Okay. So make sure that you're not shooting yourself in the foot the very first time that you send out disputes, so that when you do, your process goes smooth and you get what you came for the first time. So that's it for Duns. Now we're going to move on to, okay, guys. So what I have here is an Equifax business credit report. So I want to go over it with you. And so just kind of from the top to the bottom, of course, over here under customer reference, it's going to be all of the customers' information, name, address, EIN number, business name, all that stuff. Of course, we're not showing that. So that's what you're going to see at the very top of your business credit report. So scroll it on down, and I'm just doing this to kind of show you, to give you a good visual of what yours is going to look like, so that whenever you do pull it, if you haven't already pulled your Experian report before, you'll be familiar, and you won't just be lost and just be like, I don't know what any of this is. So The next thing that you're going to see, which is color coded, which is kind of cool, it can kind of help you learn how to look at it and everything. And then you have your inquiry information. So it would be here. They don't really have any. So the next thing that we're going to see are credit score. So business delinquency financial score is a 279, which is low.
The next thing you're going to see are public records, judgments, liens, things of that nature, bankruptcies. They don't have any of that stuff. Okay, and then you're going to go over here and see recent trends, 70 days late and beyond. So that's bad. Next thing we're going to see is basically a report highlight. Most credit reports will have something like this on it. Basically, it's just like a overall insight of what's going on in the actual report. This credit report is not very thick that we're looking at now, so you're not going to see a lot of stuff here. Okay. So what we're looking for is the number of accounts. So I'm looking at this credit report from a disputing standpoint because that's why I'm here. So I want to see first, how many accounts does this have? So it's 7 accounts here. Open and 2 close, 2 charge-offs. So here's where I want to be. We're checking out these charge-offs. So the charge-off amounts here are $8,247. Past due is $986. Most severe charge-off, okay. Everything is financial, nothing is non-financial. Let's see what else we're going to look for here. Oh, what I have highlighted. It is delinquent non-charged off accounts. So this means that there are at least 3 late payments here or past due payments. So we're going to just keep scrolling. We want to get to the meat and potatoes here to see exactly what these accounts are that are delinquent. So just to give you a little more insight on reading of your Equifax report. So if you go under summary, open non-financial accounts, okay, this is going to tell you that this is not a credit card. This is not a loan. This is something like.
Okay, so once you've logged into Duns, the first thing that you're going to see are your apps. And what you're going to do is click on Duns Manager, okay? This website can be really complex. It is so confusing, especially if you're not doing it all the time or logging into it all the time. So click on Duns Manager.
Let's say if you have like a Granger account, or if you have a Verizon account, this would be under communications here. And like this is a whole trade, durable goods. So these are basically like lines of credits or trade lines, and also communication and things of that nature. So just slow down when you're looking at your Equifax report or any of your commercial credit reports for that matter, and just read through them, and they'll make sense once you're actually reading through them. So open non-financial accounts by industry, okay? All right, so keeping scrolling here. So these are open financial accounts here. So this is where we want to be. We want to see what's going on with that. So number of accounts of 5. Most severe status 90 days. Slow. Anytime you see the word slow in a credit report, that most definitely is a missed or late payments. So want to go and check that out. The past due amount here is that 986 that we looked at. So here, slow up to 30 days, $79. Slow up to 60 days, $79. So this is where we are here on this report. So these are the late pays. And so the key thing now is hunting down what account this is so that we can dispute it. And the next thing here are closed financial accounts. So this is going to tell you here that this is a commercial card, single high credit ever 13,000, past due. I don't see a past due. Okay, so balance at close. Oh, so it was closed at over $9,000. So you can bet that it's charged off that $9,577. So these are things that we're going to have to dispute. So scroll down a little bit more. open non-financial credit experiences. Okay. So that again is going to be like your trade lines, like your Granger, Uline, Quill, those type of things. If you have like a business to business relationship going on, you're going to see that. And communications, if you have like Verizon cell phones, I know they report phone companies and things of that nature. The 6 month history. So it looks like all of that is reporting well, so we don't need to even look at that. I just wanted to show you. Then we're going to go back to the disputing part once I show you. So open financial credit experiences. Open financial credit experiences. So this is basically just like here are the account numbers. And of course, because this is an actual client's report, all that information is blotted out. So, but there is where you will see your account numbers. So if you're going to dispute, you will have your account numbers to dispute with so that you can pinpoint exactly what account you are referring to. And by the way, if you're disputing, this is where you're going to want to go to make sure that you have matched the correct account number to the actual account that you're going to be disputing. So with the account that has the slow payment, the 30 to 60 to 90 day late on the $79, we found it here. This is that particular account. So we found it here. We know the account number, it's here blotted out. So this is going to pinpoint the account. We don't need to know the exact name of the actual company that the credit is with. As long as we have that account number and we have what we're actually disputing, that's all we need. So the next account here, of course, again, is the account number. And if you see here where it says the word slow, that lets you know red light, there's something going on here. There's either some late payments or something being charged off or something. So you're going to pull that. And also you have a third account here that is slow as well. So these are your accounts. These are going to be your account numbers. So that I'm clear, these are open financial credit experiences. So these are going to be late or missed payments that we're going to be disputing here, as we can see, because these are open accounts. The charged off accounts will be down here under closed financial credit experiences. Okay, so, and of course, here you're going to have your account numbers for your charged off accounts. You're going to see that there are commercial cards. They are indeed charged off, and this is going to be all of your information that you're going to need to actually create and build your dispute letters off of. Now, with Equifax, when you are disputing, for me, for the most part, I create my dispute letters almost identical to what I would do if I was disputing personal credit. Okay, so there's not going to be a lot of difference there, except for with commercial credit, you do not have the Fair Credit Reporting Act law backing you up at all. Even though per the credit bureau standards themselves, they are required to respond to your disputes, okay, and to do an investigation when you dispute. So you do have that leg to stand on. I personally get a lot of good results disputing business credit. I don't know why it doesn't seem to be like a real widely done thing. I don't hear a lot about that, but I get really good results disputing business credit. So that's why we offer it. So here we have open non-financial account trends. So this is just basically going to give you like a bunch of payment history, what you have been paying, if it's $40 a month or $20 a month, and it tells like the dates of your payments. So basically it's just a breakdown of your payment history. Open financial account balance trends. So like if you have open credit cards or open lines of credit, it's going to tell you what like your ending balances were for every month that you've had it open, which is good because it kind of helps you keep up with your spending a little bit there too. So not mad at that. I'm almost done going through the actual report. Then you have balance trends for term financial accounts, public records. If you have any public records, it will be here. Also your business registration, like if your business is incorporated, is it in good standings in its incorporation? Your business credit report is going to tell all that. So if you are a business owner and you are not in good standings with your state secretary of state, if you're not incorporated, if you let all that stuff just kind of just lapse, like Don't think that that's not going to show up on your business credit report. You won't get anything. You will not get approved for loans, credit cards. Like, you won't get approved for anything if you are not in good standings with your state secretary of state. Please know that. Note that. Additional information. This is going to be like any names, addresses. Sometimes your social, like the last four of your social will show up here. Definitely your EIN, all that stuff. Any doing business as names and things like that show up here. Owner, grantor information, all that stuff here. So you'll see all that stuff there. And then you have inquiries at the bottom here. Business delinquency financial score. Okay, we know that's 279. And for Equifax score, that is on the low end. This means that you are high risk. So I'll read you this. Score range with Equifax commercial credit is 101 through 715 for blended scores, with the lower score indicating high risk. Okay, so like if you see that you have a business score of 0, it probably means that you have a bankruptcy sitting on your credit report. So in case you didn't know what the scoring modules were, that's what it is for Equifax. It changes a little bit when it goes to Experian, and it changes when it comes to DUNS, and payday scores and all that stuff. They're not the same, but just know that with Equifax, 101 to 715, anything usually under about a 556 is considered high risk. Okay, if you're at like a 556, you're just like good. It's kind of like having a 640 on your credit score. You're just good. You're not all that good, but you're good. All right, so if you want to dispute anything negative on your Equifax business credit report, here is how you do it. Commercial disclosures at Equifax.com to do your disputes. Also, you can mail those disputes in as well. I do both. I get good results doing both. Now, even if I just choose to send in an email, I am constructing a whole dispute letter, strategy, everything, FTC reports. If there's fraud, trust me, there is way more fraud that I see where it comes to business credit than it is with the personal credit nowadays. It's just crazy. Just all kinds of things like that. So this is where you will dispute with Equifax. And that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to show you with these two. So I know I get a lot of questions about it. People want to know, how do you even dispute business credit and things of that nature? So this is how you do it. So that's pretty much it. And I hope this video helped you. And if you are a business owner, the tax season is literally right around the corner. And I want to let you guys know that I do have quite a good bit of free information, free checklists for you, for your business, so that you can make sure that you get all of your deductions for your business during your tax season. We not only do credit repair, but we also do specialize in business credit, especially for truck drivers. So check us out on our website for all kinds of free information and free downloads that will help you get all the deductions that you need for your business in this year's tax season. So until the next video, we will talk soon. Bye.